Welcome everybody to episode 22 of AWT, Andrew's Wrestling Talk, where we bring you the news and reviews of wrestling around the UK and much more. Now on today's show, I am joined by the G-Man.
Yeah.
It is Gregors himself, that's it, it's John Gregory, one member of the AWT team. Welcome to the show, Jim. Welcome to the show. Also on today's show, we've got loads on, like results, plus upcoming events, the results on the Call and On-Call wall and what's coming up next, plus we are going to Big League Wrestling, which is our next event that we'll be going to, which we'll be talking about that a little bit more as well. So, let's start off with today's show with WCPW Loaded that was on Monday. You watched WCPW on Monday?
Yep.
It was a reasonably good show. Now, last week I actually announced all the results last week from the live event of WCPW, but we will go through Loaded as it was anyway. So we started off with Patron and Joe Hendry. Well, actually, we started off with Joe Hendry, didn't we? With Joe Hendry kicking off.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy at all, was he?
Yeah,
and all of this stuff.
yeah.
Patron comes out and basically tells him to shut up and whatever, and Patron respects everybody here in the UK and everything. So they have got a match next week.
Yeah.
It should be a very, very interesting match. So, also, Dusty Caros and Drago defeated Gabriel Kidd and El Aguero. So, Gabriel Kidd still not getting that much needed win in WCPW.
No, but he will do. I say he will do at some point.
He will do. One day.
Yeah, one day. But
One day he will get there.
when he does, I think the place will erupt.
Oh, most definitely the place will erupt the day that Gabriel Kidd finally gets a victory. So Rampage Brown defeated Bad Bones by disqualification. Now at the end of the match, a chain came out from Bad Bones.
Yeah.
And battered him with the chain, for only at the end as well for him to shake hands with James R. Kennedy.
Yeah.
I think James R. Kennedy is trying to look at somebody else to bring into this prospect team that he has, though we'll get to prospect in a minute. So we also had Ricochet defeated Travis Banks. Now personally for myself, that was match of the night.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Both guys class athletes.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. So we did have Drake, Prospect and James R. Kennedy in the ring.
Yeah.
There ended up being a kerfuffle and argument in the ring and whatever. There ended up being a match. The winner of the match between Jake and Alex Gracie would win the ticket to go to Orlando.
Yeah.
Drake wins. So Prospect's still not going to Orlando. Though this, by the looks of things, Prospect is now falling apart, and as far as we see here, James R. Kennedy has now fired Alex Gracie and Lucas Archer as well. So, them going to Orlando for this WrestleMania weekend doesn't look like it's happening.
No.
There's a lot going on at that WrestleMania weekend
Yeah.
in Florida, so there's a lot going on there. So, main event was our WCPW Tag Team Champions, our new WCPW Tag Team Champions, the Swords of Essex, Will Ospreay and Scotty Essex Wainwright. They went up against Drew Galloway and Martin Kirby. Now, the Swords of Essex walk out victorious, but Drew Galloway is now hell-bent on getting a one-on-one match with Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
As he wants a proper one-on-one match now with Will Ospreay. We are looking at Exit Wounds, 6th of March in Newcastle, live on YouTube. And as far as we know, all we have is Will Ospreay versus Drew Galloway for the WCPW Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, but that's going to be a classic match.
Yeah, it's going to be a ball of a match.
Yes.
Right there. Plus Cody Rhodes will also be defending the Internet Championship. Any ideas who we could be facing?
No. Actually.
No, I ain't got a bloody clue.
No.
Ain't got a clue.
Because they kept that tight-lipped.
They have kept that one very, very tight-lipped, have you? I've got no idea.
We have to have an exclusive for CPW. We're putting this over. The Bullet Club will be coming over with Adam Cole and the Young Bucks.
Now, that is very, very true. That is towards the end of March. We are looking at 20th, I think, or 21st, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's around those numbers.
21st.
Yeah, it's around those numbers, but well pointed out there, G. The Bullet Club is coming to WCPW.
Yeah.
That is going to be very, very interesting. So let's go through some other results that we've got here as well. Very quickly, let's go through some of these. Hope Wrestling that was on the 17th had a cracking event. So we got some results here. Warren Banks and Kent Nelson defeated the Weather Warning. That was in a pre-show match. Into the main show, we had a battle royal that Perry Rover had won. Also, Shogun J defeated Kelly Six. Jade defeated B Priestley with Bobby Tyler as the referee. The Hope A Division 4-way hardcore match. That bloody crazy match that is, I'm telling you. El Hef defended his championship and defeated Jimmy Havoc, Ashley Dunn and Paul McSherry. Frankie Vegas also defeated Hustle Malone. Team Mad also defeated Jimmy Money and CJ Carter. And then their main event, which was a cracking main event, Will Ospreay defeated Jay Gardner.
Ooh.
Yeah, very, very good. Jay Gardner, as far as I'm aware, he's a high flyer. Yeah. So the match would have connected so well. I imagine it would have been a great match. But that was Hope Wrestling on the 17th. So another one here on the 18th, Absolute Wrestling. Yeah, another cracking event. Wrestling Isn't Dead 2. Wrestling is never dead.
No.
So Joe Rage defeated Alexander Cooper. April Davis defeated Betty Noor. And Rampage Brown defeating Mikey Whiplash. The Kings of Catch defeated the New Nation, Jason Prime and Alexander Henry. I tell you what, the New Nation are a cracking tag team. Absolutely cracking tag team. Love Jason Prime. Brilliant guy. Yeah. The Absolute Supreme Championship match. Champion Bubblegum defeated HT Drake. And also following that match, 7 men dressed up in black attacked him at the end. The DCC.
the weight match with spikes.
Yeah. Pro Wrestling Chaos that was on the 18th, and Richard Meredith was there, and he had an absolute ball there. He said it was a reasonably good event from Pro Wrestling Chaos. Dirty Dick Riley defeated Charlie Sterling.
Ooh!
Yeah, that seemed like a very interesting match right there.
Dick
Adam
Riley.
Maxted defeated Jackal, which we finally got to see Adam Maxted at Fight Nation.
Yeah.
And it actually turns out he's not that much of a bad wrestler.
No.
So yeah. The Kings of Chaos Championship match. The Night of Chaos Championship match. 3-way match. Tag team titles, that is. The Modern Culture. Danny Jones and Richie Edwards defeated champions the Steel Dragons, Eddie Dennis and Alex Steele, and Project Lucha, which is El Ligero and Martin Kirby. So we got new Knights of Chaos Tag Team Champions in Modern Culture. I didn't see that coming at all. We all went Steel Dragons. So that was very interesting. MVP defeated Red Emperor Gideon. Now, I haven't seen this Red Emperor Gideon yet. He's got a very different change in character. We shall see him in Yeovil for UPW. But that must have been a very, very interesting match. MVP definitely still at top class level.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Melina and Soraya Luxton had defeated Ginny and Jetta. And then the King of Chaos Championship, the Gauntlet match, the huge 7-man battle. And Flash Morgan Webster defeated Wild Boar, Jimmy Havoc, Eddie Ryan, Mike Bird, Dave Mastiff and Brig Grizzly, new champion. My prediction was spot on.
Fair play.
Yeah, mine and Mark's prediction there. Mark? No, Dom. Was, we all predicted Morgan Webster to walk out with the title. So there you go. There's your results of this past weekend. So we've had some events this weekend. So let's move on to some stuff that we've got upcoming. Gregors, would you like to go through some of the ones that you've got there on your list? Would you like to go through your first one that you've got?
Yeah, I've got Pro Evo Wrestling on the 25th of February at the Greenway Centre, Bristol. And it's got Jake, Bruce, Adam
Maxted.
Adam Maxton, Allegaro, Rampage, and much more.
Wow. That's a very good one there. I tell you what, Bruce and Jake McCluskey are really coming up. are really coming up now in singles competition. It's going to be great, absolutely great. I got another one. I got one here as well from Rev Pro, which is on the 24th of February in Portsmouth. They've got former WWE superstar Hornswoggle.
Little Hornswoggle! Yes!
Little Hornswoggle.
The Hornswoggle is an awesome little wrestler.
He's not actually that bad. I find him quite comical, to be quite honest.
He's a comical. He's the wolf, but he knows what he's doing because he has been in WWE before, and nearly went over to Japan, didn't he?
He did go over to Japan. That's right. Yeah. Also, you know, he's been all over the UK, and he was at the Total Non-Stop Deletion as well, wasn't he? He defeated Rockstar Spud.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What else we got there then, Gregors?
And the next one is Progress Wrestling on the 26th of February at Electric Ballroom, London, and Chapter 44. And it's the return of Mark Haskins from injury.
Oh, nice. I tell you what, I have been looking forward to the day that Mark Haskins returns. Yeah. And that is the day that Mark Haskins is returning to wrestling. Great news for everybody. Personally for me, I think he's like one of our he's one of our top UK
stars. He is
here,
one of the top UK wrestlers in that.
So Combat Sports Federation on the 25th of February. This is in Weston. And I tell you what, this is fantastic. This is because we've got Mr. Anderson defending the Big League Heavyweight Championship against Tiger Alley. This is fantastic. Plus, also as well, with Combat Sports Federation as well, they have gone obviously into some kind of partnership with Big League Wrestling because they're now all on Fight.
Ooh.
They are all coming to Fight TV, which is absolutely brilliant.
Awesome.
Big League have announced recently that the Gold Rush, which is this Sunday, which will be on March 4th or March 10th or something like that.
Yeah.
And the same goes for Combat Sports Federation. They will also be on Fight TV as well, which is, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's a good app as well to have.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's a great app to have. I watch a lot of ICW on there, and of course we watch Ring of Honor on there as well. It is definitely well worth an app. Don't necessarily agree with too much of the pay-per-view prices.
No.
But there's a lot of free stuff on there. If you haven't got it, download the app today. Believe me, it's well worth. Right, what else we got there, G?
Devon DWA, Devon Wrestling Association.
Oh, nice.
March the 4th, the Health Coast Social Club in Tiverton.
Oh, nice.
You've got Joe Redman, Dick Riley, and much more.
Wow. Joel Redman. Not actually a massive fan of Joel Redman myself, but Dirty Dick Riley, we are all big fans of Dick.
Yes.
That's right. Hyper Wrestling have got one here as well on the 3rd of March, which is in Nottingham. Evolution 46. We've got Jimmy Haver, Joseph Connors, Jack Jester, plus much more. Jack Jester come from ICW. Havoc, definitely all over there. I tell you right now, Jimmy Havoc is one that I haven't seen yet. Jack Jester.
Yeah, he's cool.
He is. He's got a mean streak, man.
He has got a mean streak.
Good talent.
And there's a thing as well with Finn Balor, what no one did realise, that he's mates with all the people in OCW, and when he come over, when he finishes, within all his painting, what did you say?
Yeah.
He does all his painting.
Yeah. Well, Jack Jester.
Yeah, does his painting, he said he'd take it over to 2 hours.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I get some information that I don't know. That's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Last one you got on there then, G. What have you got on there?
Fight Nation, New York, 18th of March, Boom. It's the Queens, New York. Leo Rush from Ring of Honor.
Oh, I love it, Leo Rush, and I believe that our new Z-Force champion Ryan Smile will be going against Leo Rush for that Z-Force championship.
Ooh. That means he'll become the Rush will be coming over here. At
Oh,
some
well,
point.
hopefully so. Hopefully so. We'll get to see Leo Rush
if
over
they
as
start
well.
feeling, he might come over.
Yeah, Rush, good stuff. Great stuff.
And Jake, Bruce, Rick Riley, and Small, and much more.
Oh, Fight Nation.
Fight Nation.
Yeah. Fight Nation heavyweight champion as well.
Yeah.
And Chris Ridgway as well. So yeah, that should be very interesting. It's cool that like all these guys are pushing themselves out to America as well. I mean, it's great. I mean, you've got Progress that are going over doing something for WrestleMania. WCPW are going over for something for WrestleMania. Yes, this is in March, but they're still going to New York and they're still going to pull on a show over there and taking some of our guys there as well. I think it's fantastic. The last one I've got here as well. So we've got XWA on the 11th of March at the Carter Hall in Colchester. And yes, you can see the former WWE Cruiserweight Classic Tournament challenger and New Japan star Kota Ibushi.
Oh, Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi, yeah, part of the Cruiserweight Classic. I think actually he was like one of the really, really good ones that didn't make it.
No.
And I can't see why. He was such a great talent. I couldn't see why he never made it. Unlike some of the others that have made it, either going into NXT and such and such and such and such. So yeah, very interesting. So that's like what what else is upcoming, but we're also going to go through here some upcoming stuff that we've got for AWT ourselves.
Yeah.
We've got some great stuff. You haven't predicted a lot of what we've got here on your predictions of winning, so we want some of your predictions as well, G. So Big League Wrestling. So last week we talked about Big League Wrestling when I had the rest of the team here. They gave their predictions. So Big League Wrestling, that's on this Sunday in Exmouth. It's going to be an absolutely ball of event.
Yeah.
Savvy Sid Scala versus Scott Wainwright.
Oh no. Oh.
Now, as much as I said this last time, as much as I'm a fan of Savvy Sid Scala, and I really am, I really think Wainwright is going to take him.
Yeah, I think he's going to take him because I've just got a feeling.
Wainwright's coming up.
Yes.
And he's becoming much more, and the Swords of Essex as a team themselves are becoming much more as well. So it's going to be very interesting. So Psycho Phillips versus Chris Andrews.
Oh, I think I'll go for Psycho.
Yeah, I think Psycho as well. I think Psycho needs to be pushed a little bit more, and I'd like to see Psycho a little bit more up.
Yeah.
In the top more end of the game, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I agree with you there. Lion Kid versus Josh Bowden. Mr. Aggressive Josh Bowden.
Yeah, Mr. Aggressive Josh Bowden.
Class athlete.
Yeah.
Just very aggressive guys.
Yes.
But still, Lion Kid versus Josh Bowden.
Oh, well, I've seen Lion Kid fight. I've seen Bowden fight. It's gonna be fair.
I think if you're gonna look at it and you're gonna take it
on the
on their wrestling skills and that, I'm gonna go Josh Bowden.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because he really is a very, very talented wrestler, most definitely. Yeah.
That's the thing. We don't like him, but we have to go with him.
So we also got we will be crowning new tag team champions that night as well. Jakey and Brucey, Liquid Dreams, to go against Team GB, which is Dave Mastiff, Big Grizzly, Grizzly Bastards.
Love it.
I remember that. Mark said this last week. Yeah, Grizzly Bastards. They're cool. As much as I'd like to see Liquid Dreams win these tag team titles, the more I think about it, I don't think they're going to stand too much of a chance against Mastiff and Grizzly.
I like it. How Bruce and Jake have a tag team in one company, and that come to another company, think they're going to be a tag team, but then split.
Yeah, this is something as well that I've noticed as well. They split in Fight Nation. the first night that they had of that free event weekend, so they split up then. I think they're going to end up splitting up here.
Yeah.
I think they're going to end up splitting up here as well. I think with all their promotions, I think that's where we're going to end up. I don't think they're going to be a tag team anymore from here on out. Both of them, though, are well up there for being singles competitors.
Yeah.
Bruce being your former UPW heavyweight champion. Jake McCluskey is your Leicester Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion. So they've got a lot. They've got a lot.
Yeah.
A lot going for them as well, and I'm very, very glad that I bagged that interview with Bruce.
Yes.
So also we got the World Heavyweight Championship on the line as well, which is Anderson against El Patron. I'm not a massive fan of Alberto El Patron myself, so I'm going to go with Anderson. I'm a huge fan of Anderson.
Yeah, he has got his thing in it. I will go with Anderson as well. Oh, go. Yeah, because Anderson has got his music, he knows how to feel, but I think he's got a little bit more feel than Albert has.
Yeah. I think he can. I think he'll take Albert. I really do. And also Harlan Bravado as well will also be in action. He'll also be there with his tag team title as well. Not quite sure what tag team titles they've won, but they were also in the Total Non-Stop Deletion.
Yeah.
They just turned up.
Yeah, they turned up.
And they survived pretty much all the way to the very, very end almost.
Yeah, they slid in because
they did, and then they slid in. Yeah, they were in suit.
Yeah, they slid in.
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
And then they got done over by Rockstar Spud and Hustle.
Yes. So also our next big event that we should be going to as well is UPW Next Generation 2 in Yeovil at the Abermann Community Centre on the 4th of March. Now, the last time we were there, like I said to the guys the last time we were there, we sold it out.
Yeah.
We had an absolutely ball of a time. We're going to have a ball of a time this time as well. Loads of things coming. So the matches that I've got here so far, we've got Charleston Hotshot Allen.
Hey, Hotshot, he's funny.
Versus Grayson Reeves.
Ooh.
Both men losing their matches at their last UPW Next Generation show. Grayson Reeves losing to Jason King.
Yeah. Oh,
and Hotshot losing to Johnny Gale.
Yeah.
So, what do you think there then, G?
Ooh. It's going to be a good one.
I'm going to go with Charleston. And me and Dom were going to go with Charleston because Charleston, personally, is in a much need for a win.
Yeah, he is.
A little bit like Gabriel Kidd.
Yeah.
He is very much in need of a win at the moment.
And his little thing with Savvy as well.
Yes.
That
great rivalry that they've got.
That's great rivalry. Like thing.
I'm
going with Charleston.
Even though Nia. Yeah.
But then I know if I'm up there as well with this next generation, you better watch out Charleston.
So we've also got my arch nemesis Jason King against Joseph Miller. Now, like I said, I don't really know anything about Joseph Miller, but we know plenty about Jason King.
Yeah.
So I think as well, Jason King is going to be undefeated for a while.
Yeah.
In UPW.
Yeah.
I really do. We'll see, but it is what I think. I do think he's gonna scrape his way through victories.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like the JBL of WWE that still managed to claw his way out and walk away with a championship.
Yeah.
So we also got the original Badman Bino to go against Johnny Gale. Again, don't really know anything about Badman Bino, but know enough about Johnny Gale.
Yeah.
Johnny Gale being from Yeovil.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
Class athlete. I'd like to see Johnny Gale walk out with the victory.
Yeah.
Most certainly. And another huge match as well. This one, I'm really looking forward to this one. Red Emperor Gideon versus Jackal.
Oh, yeah.
Two big blokes going in there. That one, and I find that one hard to pick a winner.
Yeah.
Jackal lost last time to Lion Kid.
Yeah, he did.
Red Emperor Gideon is normally in a tag team with Lomax.
Yeah.
So, but this is a new gimmick, or it's a newish gimmick for Gideon. So we'll see on that one.
For the singles.
I don't know. I find that
for
really.
his singles thing.
Yeah. Moving on now from this from tag teams, a bit like Jake and Bruce. Moving on from tags now and going on to be singles competitors.
And then Bruce will join up back up later on to.
Yeah.
They just wanna see how they can do.
I've seen this guy, and like personally, God, he freaking scares me personally.
Yeah.
His face paints and all that stuff. He's very intimidating. Very intimidating.
Yeah.
So don't forget that one is on the 4th of March. That's going to be great. That's part of our manic 4-week event run.
Oh, mate.
So our third event that we'll be going to as well is another one from UPW. Most of these now are UPW that I'm talking about. We got UPW Warzone.
Yeah.
In Dorchester, 17th of March at the Dorchester Corn Exchange. This one is going to be rather interesting. So, I tell you what, I've mentioned this guy, or both of these guys, I've mentioned these guys a fair few times already. We got Lion Kid versus Scotty Wainwright. I know I've been funny, but Scotty Wainwright is going to destroy him.
Yeah.
Scotty Wainwright is
we know that.
going to destroy Lion Kid without a doubt.
It's one of his big moves, and Lion Kid's going to go, ow.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I really do. So finally, the TBA's Open Challenge has finally been answered.
Is it? Ooh.
Simmons and Storm.
Ooh.
That's it. Andy Boy Simmons and Johnny Storm. It's not a bad one. I'm not saying it's a terrible, tag team for them to be facing. We are soon. There will be some more tag teams that will be coming up against the Brothers All for these Open challenges. But I think TBA will walk out victorious here without a doubt. Most certainly. And the only other match I've got here for that event as well is the main event, and it will be your new UPW heavyweight champion Dirty Dick Riley to go against the English Lion, Eddie Ryan. Now, he's giving the shot to Eddie because he feels that Eddie deserves a clean shot at the World Heavyweight title.
And that's fair enough.
I think that's fair enough, and I think that's very big of Dick Riley to do that. So it should be a great match. Eddie Ryan versus Dick Riley for the UPW Heavyweight Championship on the 17th of March at Dorchester Corn Exchange. So yeah, that's going to be great. But we got some more here from UPW as well. Some of these are very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. This one I've got here. This is going to be absolute ball. This one. UPW Wincanton on the 22nd of April at the Wincanton Memorial Hall. We have your World of Sports former champion Dave Mastiff.
Yeah.
Big Dave.
Yeah.
And your ICW, that's right, your ICW tag team champions Mike Bird and Warpaw.
Yeah.
Now that, to me, I think that's going to be very interesting. And with that surely is an open challenge for TBA.
Yeah. Yes.
Surely that has got to be an open challenge for the Brothers All. Scott and Joe, you must be facing, surely, the ICW Tag Team Champions. Whether the belts will be on the line,
or not.
I doubt that. But, I tell you what, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Love to see it, but that's what I reckon. I reckon TBA will be going up against Boar and Bird. Interesting tag team, that.
Yeah.
ICW Tag Team Champions. Okay, the last one that I've got here then for UPW is UPW in Street.
Yeah.
On the 6th of May. Now, this is new. This is at the Stooge College Sports Centre. So it's got a whole new venue, whole new place here for new UPW there as well. Moving away from Wincanton, Yeovil and Weymouth itself.
Yeah. It's sort of freaking...
We got Rampage.
Oh, yes.
Is coming to UPW in Street. Now that I'm very looking forward to.
Yeah. And if I can,
I tell you
I'll
what.
work it up to it.
I like Rampage.
Yeah.
I really do. I like Rampage. We watch him a hell of a lot
Yeah.
in WCPW. I've seen him wrestle for hundreds of other companies as well around the UK as well, and it's great. So I am very excited to see Rampage coming to UPW. And the last one that I got here now, which is a non-UPW event, it is a charity wrestling event on the 10th of March here in Weymouth at the Riviera Hotel for Friends of Wyvern. That's right, for the children with special needs. Absolutely fantastic charity. I love this charity. In fact, my brother has got special needs and also had went to Wyvern as well.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time there. It's made him into the guy that he is today.
Yeah. And I've got to say, I've got a family that does the bus route. The bus
route?
Yeah. My Auntie Carol.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, there we go.
Yeah.
So there you go. And that is going to be a very interesting event. We're going to be bringing you a very special talk show that night with some very special guests.
Yeah.
Still working on it. Still working on it.
Yeah.
But we're definitely bringing it to you.
Yeah.
As well as, like, we're going to bring you some highlights as well of that night as well. It's going to be very, very good. So it's the couple of matches I've got here. We've got Connie Steele, the Weymouth girl, to go against Sam Phoenix. It should be a very, very interesting match. Sam Phoenix, quality athlete. Connie Steele is an upcoming star. She's pushing herself a lot more recently, and she's getting better and better every time I see her. And the tag team match I've got here as well. Now, personally, this should be a bloody open challenge. This should be. It's TVA, the Brothers All, to go against Duggan and Donnelly, D&D. Personally, it should be an open challenge.
Yeah.
For UPW.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fan of D&D. They're great tag
Yeah,
team.
they are great.
And I believe as well, they're the IPW tag team champions. They either were or they are.
Yeah.
I think they still are actually as well. I do so much covering here on UK Wrestling, I'm beginning to forget who's what. But,
that's what needs help.
the lady that's running this is Klondike Kate, Jane Porter, absolutely fantastic woman. And I tell you what, it's going to be a very, very good charity. We've got loads of raffle events as well and stuff going on. I may even put myself something in the raffle myself.
Ooh!
Yeah, signed T-shirt by me. Like anybody's going to want to win a signed T-shirt from me. But you never know. I might do it anyway.
Yeah.
Right. That is everything that I've got here for the moment. So, we're going to move on here and we're going to take you now to this week in WWE with Mark Roberts. Take it away, Mark.
Morning guys, I'm Mark Roberts and I'm reporting for Andrews Wrestling Talk to give you a Raw report of the week. Raw started with Kevin Owens saying how he's going to defeat Goldberg at Fastlane. Enzo and Kaz defeated Cesaro and Sheamus for the #1 contendership for the tag team titles. After the match, Enzo Amore got a bro kick for annoying Sheamus. Great to see, go and check it out. Cole Anderson and Luke Gallows defeated Roman Reigns by DQ. Basically a repeat of last week with the big dog standing strong against the tag team champions after the match, which is a shame to see. Tag team champions should never look like that. The New Day defeated Mahal and Rusev after the midnight hour on Mahal. Rusev now looking like a jobber, what I hate to see when he's got Lana by his side. We then have Nia Jax defeat Sarah Pierce in basically a jobbers match, 26 seconds it lasted. We had Sasha Banks defeat Charlotte with the bank statement. So I'm looking at a fatal four-way maybe for Mania between Bayley, Charlotte, Nia Jax and Sasha Banks. What will be a great match if that happens. We have DDP joining Kurt Angle, Rock and Roll Express and Teddy Long in the 2017 Hall of Fame. What's great to see DDP. Kevin Owens defeated Sami Zayn in 1:30 with a pop-up powerbomb, but that was due to outside interference on Samoa Joe's part, chucking Sami Zayn into the ring post before the match began. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman were backstage for a promo, saying how all the talks on Goldberg and Kevin Owens, when all the talks should be on Lesnar. And the final match we had was the Big Show versus Strowman, what saw Strowman defeat the Big Show after kicking out of the KO punch and the choke slam, looking very good before his match with Roman Reigns at Fastlane. After the match, Reigns came out, hit a couple of Superman punches on Strowman, but the giant Strowman hit a massive drop kick on Reigns and then finished him off with the power slam to stand tall for 2 weeks in a row. Anyway, that was your Raw Report of the Week. I'm Mark Roberts and I've been reporting. Hi guys, I'm Mark Roberts and I'm reporting for Andrew's Wrestling Talk to give you a SmackDown review of the week. So we start off with Daniel Bryan in the ring, demanding Naomi come out to relinquish her women's title. Alexa Bliss then comes down demanding she be given the title back. Daniel Bryan makes a match between Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch for the title match. That's what's going to start then. Alexa Bliss defeated Becky Lynch with a cheap pop to the throat. Not the best result to see, like the way it happened, but I am happy Alexa Bliss is champion once again. We then see Breeze Dango lose to American Alpha. Don't know where Breeze Dango are going, but American Alpha looking good. After the match, we then had the Usos come out, basically offering a challenge to American Alpha. Now, I've been waiting a long time to see a proper match between them two. Give them 20 minutes, and I'm more than sure of capable they are able to pull off a great 5-star match. We had Natalia defeat Nikki Bella with help to Maurice, hitting her with a lead pipe, basically setting up a match between them two further along, but we'll get to that a bit later. Anyway, we had the 10-man Battle Royal to determine Bray Wyatt's #1 contender for WrestleMania. We had Kalisto, Dolph Ziggler, Apollo Crews, The Miz, AJ Styles, Luke Harper, John Cena, Mojo Rawley, Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose. Anyway, come down to AJ Styles and Luke Harper, both going over the top rope with the general manager Daniel Bryan making a match between them two next week on SmackDown. But The Miz returned to eliminate John Cena. What, by the looks of things, is going to set up a match between John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice for WrestleMania. And Baron Corbin got eliminated by Dean Ambrose again. So it looks like their rivalry for the Intercontinental title will continue to WrestleMania as well. So I'm looking forward to Mania now. It's looking to start up and shaping good. Anyway, that's your SmackDown report for the week. I'm Mark Roberts reporting for Andrew's Wrestling Talk. And
so welcome back. Thanks, Mark. Marcia Sparky.
Yeah, Sparky.
I think that's his new name now, Marcia. Sorry, Matt. He's now even more broken. I think that's what we're calling Mark now anyway. I think we're calling him Marcia Sparky.
Marcia Sparky.
But there you go, that was Mark with WWE this week. So very, very interesting what we've had WWE this week, for the fact that Naomi's had to hand over the Women's Championship on SmackDown because of injury. What a bit of a shame that. Never like to see anybody have to do that, whether if they're any good or not.
And it's actually a knee injury as well.
It is. I know, another knee injury. I mean, that's the second injury she's had, isn't it? She had an ankle injury before that. So yeah, her, Seth Rollins. Yeah. Really not the greatest.
They said Seth might be missing another WrestleMania.
I tell you what, there's a lot of up and down with that at the minute, so it's hard to. I mean, I haven't watched SmackDown. I haven't even watched Raw either, so like Raw, I actually don't know anything of what's happened on Raw. But the Battle Royal on SmackDown, why we had to go through this whole, we don't know who the champion is or whatever's happened with AJ Styles and Luke Harper, they need to freaking cut it out. I think now, we might even see a 4-way now. Yeah. Randy Harper, AJ Bray.
Yeah.
Which actually, potentially could be a freaking show stealer of a match.
Yeah, I think it is, because look what happened with the
But I don't...
with the triple threat that on SmackDown with Cena, AJ, and Wyatt.
Oh, and a match that was last week.
Yeah.
That was a wicked match last week. I definitely give it that. That was a hell of a match. I thoroughly enjoyed that. But is Luke Harper really a WrestleMania main eventer? Do you know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
AJ, Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
Randy Orton, without a doubt,
Yeah.
definitely up there to be in a WrestleMania main
Yeah.
event. But is Luke Harper?
Don't know, that's the way.
Luke Harper's a great athlete.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He's brilliant, but I don't know. There's just something about Luke Harper I couldn't see
Yeah.
in a WrestleMania main event.
It's like the thing with Strowman as well, isn't it?
I don't really see Strowman doing much at WrestleMania other than
No.
the Battle Royal,
Yeah.
and that's it. To be quite honest. Anyway, let's move on from WWE. Let's move on to something that we always love to do. My favourite time of the show, and that is the cool and uncool wall.
Ooh.
That's right. This week, or shall I say last week, on the cool and uncool wall was the NXT faction tag team Sanity.
Oh, yes.
EY, Eric Young, Nikki Cross,
Yeah.
Killian Dane,
Yeah.
Big Damo,
Yes.
Alexandra Wolf. Now myself, I spoke about this last week, and as far as I know, Triple H has had this plan as a Sanity group for 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been in his head, he's been messing with it, he's been trying to find these right people. Eric Young being the top of his list when
Yeah.
Eric Young went through that phase in TNA and
Yeah.
he went crazy.
Yeah.
Cut his hair off after losing the world title,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
And he went all mad, didn't he? 'Cause
Yeah.
he lost the world title.
And then he tried to try to get involved with the takeover, but when he was in contract, still under contract with TNA.
Yes, he was. Yeah, that's very true. So now Triple H has got him. He fits in very, very well
Yes.
as group leader. Nikki Cross, the psychopath, the
Uh-huh.
women's side.
Yeah.
Again, she's freaking brilliant. She
Yeah.
is. I can't remember who the other guy was. I think his name was Solomon something.
Yeah.
They've obviously dropped him and took on Killian Dane, Big Damo, which personally, again, Big Damo, great athlete.
Yes.
Great guy to be in there, and definitely one of the best guys to be in a group like this. If not, I'd put him in the Wyatt family myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know about anything about Alexandra Wolf.
Nah.
I'm not so sure
That's
about
it.
him. I don't know.
Well, I haven't seen him
haven't
wrestle
seen
properly.
I've only ever seen him wrestle once or twice in a tag team match.
Yeah.
Where I've seen Big Damo wrestle loads over here.
Yeah.
I've seen Nikki Cross wrestle loads over here.
Yeah.
And we all know about Eric Young.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the votes are in. I've counted them all. And what did you say?
So I say they're cool.
Yes, well, that's right, because it is cool. I'm running out of room here. On the, cool side of the wall. Need some uncool stuff. Then again, actually, this one that I've got now for you guys, this week, some of you might actually go with this, that this is uncool. I haven't decided yet, but it's Neville. The King of the Cruiserweights, this new heel-turning attitude that now Neville has now brought in. Do you like it? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's uncool? Myself, I don't know. I'm still trying to warm to it. I think actually it may be better than what he was.
Yeah.
But I'm still, it's
It's
still warming
rare,
to it
yeah.
at the minute. So, but that is what we've got this week. I think that's from Mark this week as well. So yeah, Neville's heel turn. King of the Cruiserweights, cool or uncool? Should be posting it on Facebook and social media this week. Get voting people.
Yeah.
So, now also, regarding on my next Q5. Now recently, since episode 10, my Q5s have been in reasonable sync order. It's been one off, one on, one off, one on. So next week, technically, I should have a Q5 for you guys. And I'm not saying I haven't got a Q5 for you guys. I'm just not announcing it until Monday.
Fair enough.
Because obviously I'm at Big League Sunday. A lot of things going on Sunday. I have got guys that are interested for interviews and that, but I can't guarantee it, so I won't advertise it until it's done. It's as simple as that, really.
That's fair,
But there will be a Q5 next week. So keep your eyes out on Monday for the announcement on what my next Q5 will be. I mean, believe me, this year we've got some great guys coming on the show. So absolutely fantastic. Right, let's move on to some news. One of the biggest things in wrestling news at the minute is what happened after Raw with The Rock. Apparently phoning up CM Punk and all of this and trying to FaceTime him and that. But what I don't get is where I can't even think where they were, because they weren't in Chicago. Now, if they were in Chicago, I could have possibly seen maybe a reason for it.
Yeah.
But I actually don't know where they were. I can't remember where Raw was. It might. I don't know. I should. Again, I'm not very good at stuff like this all the time. But I don't always write everything down.
Yeah.
But
we have giggles.
do you think it was real?
I say it might be.
You see, like,
it's just one of them. You don't know if it is or isn't.
it is definitely one of those, like, it's really hard to tell if he really did it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have phoned anybody.
Yeah.
He could have just turned round to one of his mates out the back and said, right, I'm going to phone you later. Don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Voicemails, a lot of people don't even, like, put their own custom voicemail either.
No.
Some people will just leave it. So, for me, it could have been anybody. I want to see some more proof.
Yeah.
So I want to see, like, it might have already happened as well.
There's a loudspeaker on his phone.
Well, yeah, he was on loudspeaker on his phone because he put his microphone to the phone and then it rang. But what I want to know is I don't really follow too much of Twitter, and I should do, because maybe Punk have announced it that he did get a phone call from The Rock. But if CM Punk hasn't said anything and kept his mouth shut, it's the only person that's going to be able to tell you if it actually happened or not.
Was The Rock.
So.
No.
But again, why would The Rock do that as well? Like, what was The Rock's need to do that? I didn't even know The Rock and CM Punk were even that bloody close, to be honest.
No, but then people forget. Wrestlers are made out of the business.
Well, yeah,
because
a lot of them are. And you'll be surprised who's best mates with who.
Yeah, it's like, what was it? New Year's Eve. It surprised me, or like one of the pictures. It's Jericho's house. You had Strowman with Jericho.
Yeah.
And all that.
It's also like I found out a couple of years back, and this has got to be going back a bit, at least 5 years now. But like one of Randy Orton's closest mates and one of his travel partners was Santino Marella. And it's weird, isn't it, when you think of that?
Yeah.
It's just really weird.
You know what that is? You know when WWE done their series, the Ride Along?
Yes.
Right? That's when they travel to the next shows.
I suppose you get to see
and
that.
And that's why they've done that, so that it shows you how they are in their souths.
Yeah, and who's closer with
And
who
who's
as well.
close and close.
But this whole Rock thing, I don't know. I generally don't know if it's true or not. I'm sure we may find out, but it is definitely the biggest thing that's going on the internet at the moment.
Yeah.
A couple of things that are going on in TNA at the moment.
Yeah.
So TNA seem to be coming back out of the rut that they're in, or have been in. As far as I'm aware, Jeff Jarrett's coming back.
Yeah.
And taking the company back again. I doubt he's like taking the company itself, because Anthem has still got a huge part in this. But he's been over here with Anthem.
Yeah, I think
as
he's
well,
doing
conference.
I think Anthem wants him to be their like manager sort of thing for the.
Well, apparently, like because even Jarrett had been asked, "What are you doing here?" And even he said, "I'm here because of British wrestling, because British wrestling at the moment is up there."
Yeah, It's sky high.
It's sky high compared to everybody else, which is down here.
Yeah.
And then, you know, WWE, which is down here at the minute. Personally, in my view,
Yeah.
WWE's like right
They've
down
got-
the
they've
bottom
got
at the
thing.
minute. Not doing so well. And then British wrestling is
Yeah.
way up here.
Way up.
Way up here. Miles better at the minute. And that's... So he's looking at, like, all our promotions as well. And World of Sport. He's looking... I think Jarrett is looking at being a part of World of Sport now as well, which is
Yeah.
great. But the only problem I had with World of Sport is that, one, it's done by ITV.
Yeah.
Two, ITV gets to put their gimmick on it, and I can't stand that.
Yeah.
And three, you blatantly gave every single fan a fucking a foam hand.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to buy foam hands.
No.
Sorry, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark Fry from UPW, but nobody does want to buy the foam hands. Nobody buys them. So, also with TNA as well, Magnus is coming back.
Yeah.
As far as I've...
Yeah, I've read
I'm
up that
aware.
Magnus. They contacted Magnus and they've offered him a contract.
I like Magnus, Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
I think he's
And
definitely a
even
class
that,
athlete.
even the company have said that when he left in that year, why didn't WWE try and sign him?
Well, as far as I was aware, he was being signed to WWE and he was going to NXT. And then Mickey James had signed to NXT
Yeah.
to do the takeover match with Asuka. And
Yeah.
I thought, he's got to be coming now, surely. Surely you're going to see Nick Aldis now, Magnus, on NXT. And it hasn't happened. And now Mickey James is on main roster. And got a full, and he's now full time back on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And now he's going back to TNA again. I would have thought he would have come to WWE, but maybe, because I guarantee this as well from some of the guys around here as well. They won't do it because of what WWE might do to them.
Yeah.
That's what. Excuse me. That's why guys like, especially AJ Styles,
Yes.
is one of them, and Sting.
Yeah.
Too much paranoia on WWE ruining them.
Yeah.
That's why it's took them so long. Personally,
Yeah.
I know that's a definite for Sting.
Yeah, definitely. I'll say
Sting
for AJ
was
as well.
always panicked about going to WWE because he was always panicking that Vince was going to ruin his gimmick.
Yeah.
Because he's got one of the best gimmicks in the world.
Yeah.
And I believe that some of it with AJ Styles as well. Even
Yeah.
though AJ Styles had been trying to get into WWE, but still, there's still gimmick problems there as well.
Yeah.
Last little bit of news I've got here, because I ain't got much of news, because I don't really get too much of it now, but Zack Sabre Jr. is going to New Japan.
Yes.
You see
Fair
that as
enough.
well? Yeah, I think that's interesting.
Yeah, because we've had a couple of the British ones go over there. We've had Osprey,
Yeah, most definitely.
and I've gone over there. Because we watched
Has Marty
Osprey.
been over there as well, or has Marty not wrestled over there with New Japan? I don't think he has.
No, I don't think he has.
I imagine he will though.
With Osprey, we started watching UPW just as he got contracted over to New Japan. And then he goes, look, when I've got a thing, I'll be back.
Yeah, when he's got free schedule, he's coming back, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the moment, it's the same with WCPW at the moment. Like, I think he's got somewhere else to be
Yeah.
at the minute. So, leading up to Exit Wounds, I don't think you'll see him.
Nah.
But I think you'll see him. Obviously, you'll see him at Exit Wounds.
Yeah,
'cause
it does
it's
fit.
a title match and that.
Yeah.
But he's got to stay reasonably full time with WCPW. He's got the tag team titles, unless what I said happens.
Yeah.
Which I know Paul Robinson is back.
Yes.
If Loaded is on next Monday,
I think it would be.
it will happen then because I know. Obviously, it's all taped in advance, and that's all.
I like it what Scotty Wainwright said about Robinson. True Destiny, the little gimmick they did without Paul Robinson. So they went down to I think it was Southend, and three bouncers took the piss out of Robinson.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't look at him.
But then they didn't realise that is a hard little bloke.
He is a hard little bloke. Yeah, he's an
The little
absolute
gimmick
nutjob.
was that Wainwright said was He knocked one out, knocked one bouncer out, knocked the other one's teeth out, and then he killed the other one. Then he's put on the thing.
But I reckon
What?
if Paul Robinson is back, we could be seeing possibly something like the New Day.
Yeah.
They'll do a Freebird thing and they'll share the belts around. So Will Ospreay
Yeah.
then can go off and carry on his career wherever else in New
Yeah,
Japan,
because they've
in
still
Ring
got
of
them
Honor,
other tag
whatever
titles,
else.
haven't they?
Sorry.
Swords of Essex.
Well, they've got those triangle titles.
Yeah.
And that's different anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think like these WCPW tag team titles. I still think they'll a bit trendsetter now.
Yes.
I still think
Best
we're going to
of
have. They could do a Freebird Raw.
Yeah.
I generally think that. Should be very interesting. So obviously, do not forget to tune into that next week as well. Now, with all those events that I've been talking about, most of those you can buy your tickets on Skiddle.com. That'll be for UPW and the charity event and everybody else. Anybody else, follow them on Facebook, follow the links and find out where you can buy your tickets from. Believe me, some of these events are absolutely
we can just
fantastic.
say for Alan's shop.
Yeah, and if you live in Weymouth, then you can go to the Gifts and Goodies
Yes.
and buy your tickets from there as well. Good old Alan. So, G, thank you very much for joining me on the show.
That's okay.
And it's been great having you on the show. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, don't forget to join me next week for episode 23. We would have been back from Big League. Hopefully we'll be joined by the boss, Jody Andrews, next week. You're going to be joining us next week, Gregors?
If I'm allowed to.
If he's allowed to.
You have to ask the boss.
We'll have to ask the boss. Well, I've been your host, Carl Andrews. He has been John Gregory, and we will see you next week for AWT episode 23. Good night.
Yes.
Back.